Well, before we get started with race 2, I thought we'd just grab a word with our Australian rider, Brad Shaw. Some of you might remember him from Aussie Corner that we did last season. Brad, welcome back. I see you've brought the nice weather with you.
Yeah, it's good to be here. Like the wet, so it should be a good race.
You must be the only rider that's wearing a T-shirt here today.
Yeah, well, it is cold, but yeah, it's raining. It's not too bad, so it's good. Can't wait.
You've gone from the Super Team bike onto the 450, and you're very good in the wet. How's the transition been to the bike? Do you enjoy riding it?
Yeah, it's been very easy, actually. I was surprised myself that I actually could get on it and do what I've done, and I'm very happy with my results, and I only could dream of, you know, top 5, and now I'm here, top 5, 4th yesterday twice, so yeah, can't wait to get out there in the wet and see if I can get up here.
You must have some people to thank as well, because it's not easy to keep on coming over here and racing.
Yeah, I'd like to thank Ian and Myra Newton heaps. They help out so much, and also Dave and Bernadette Stewart and Jimmy, thanks for that, helping out, and also Gibbo and Mum and Dad, mainly to get me over. It's great.
Well, it's great to have you here, Brad. Always nice to see your smiling face and your surfer hair, yeah. And we'll hopefully see you on the podium.
Yeah, thank you. See ya.
Well done to Brad Shaw. Now then, we'll see what he can do in the second of the Aprilia RRV 450 GP races. Fantastic race earlier, Steve. James Folkard there, though, sitting on pole position. He will want to turn this one into a win if he can.
Yeah, he's still leading the championship, but after Jake Dixon's win in that last race, that means 3 from the weekend. He's closing up in the championship standings overall, and Connor Tagg's got to look over his shoulder. There is Connor, number 100. Interesting one, this. I think that we're going to see Dixon and Folkard perhaps sprint away again. Tagg's just not quite had the pace so far, but can Brad Shaw, the young Aussie, get himself up at the front? There he is. And, well, Surfer Boy, can he get himself up with Folkard and Dixon?
We've certainly got a lot of surf to play with. There we saw Jordan Holt, and there we see Sid saying it's watch the lights time. The Aprilia RRV 450 GPs, it's eyes down and away, and a good start from James Folkard. Once again, this time though, Steve, on a tag, number 100, trying to go with him.
Yeah, but Connor's just got swallowed up there into turn 1. I'm not sure whether he managed to get in the wrong gear or braked a bit too early, but he's been swallowed. He did get off very well. Looked as though he was level with Folkard, but look at this, Jake Dixon carrying the speed through turns 1 and 2, and he's managed to get up to 2nd position. And Connor Tagg in 4th. A bit of a moment there for Brad Shaw again.
Bit of a moment for me too. How he stayed on board. But down they go towards the infamous gooseneck. This right-left, and then just drop off the side of the mountain, that is, down there into Mansfield. As we said in the earlier race, it's tricky enough in the dry. It's absolutely treacherous in the wet. They're all having to be pretty circumspect through there. Then the charge down through the chicane, and then down into this left-hander, which forms the bottom of the mountain. That heart in the mouth and wheels off the ground. If you ain't flying, you ain't trying.
Yes, unfortunately for the bottom of the mountain, I always used to prefer it when the chicane wasn't there between Mansfield and that corner. I think it posed more of a threat for the odd overtaking manoeuvre a little bit more, but maybe that's just me being a little bit morbid. There's number 29, Phil Canessa from North Walsham. Phil having a great comeback to the series. 72 goes through there in 3rd, Tag in 4th position.
Yeah, still James Folkard leading this, but only just from Jake Dixon. And there, Brad Shaw, buoyed by his first podium in the series, there in 3rd place, and he'll be determined, having admitted that he actually loves it in the wet, not to let these two guys go away up the road. But already, Steve, they appear to be into an almost metronomic rhythm, these two.
Yeah, they're both lapping in the 46s at the moment, and, well, the best anyone else can manage is... well, Connor Tagg and Brad Shaw in the 48s, so they are naturally going to push themselves away from this pack, and it'll just be interesting to see whether Jake Dixon does the same as he did in race 1. Just sits behind Folkard. He'll know that Folkard may be a little bit twitchy, maybe a little bit nervous. He'll be conscious that James will need the points. And there you can see into Mansfield, Jake Dixon, number 35, just closing up a little bit. You can't overtake through there at the moment, but Dixon looks eager. But he actually looks like he may be a little bit quicker than Folkard.
Yeah, I have to keep an eye on their lap times, but James Folkard is a very, very determined young rider indeed, and I think probably he will have spent the time between the two races just going over in his head that mistake in the earlier race, which eventually cost him the victory, we felt. I think he'll have been going over that, thinking it through, and will be absolutely determined not to make the same kind of mistake again. Here they come, down and through the infamous barn corner to complete another lap.
Yeah, and you just get the feeling that James Folkard's going to be a little bit more cautious on the power after that moment in race 1. Here's the battle for 5th then. Sam Cox just behind Phil Canessa. We've also got Tom Streddle there. The two brothers from York, Jamie and Luke Thackeray, also in the mix a little bit further back. Arnie Shelton, Blake Walls, Mike Clifford, Aaron Hay, Alyssa Webb and Jordan Hole.
Up the hill they run. There is Phil Canessa. Just made a little bit of a break there from Sam Cox and Jordan Hole. Jordan Hole having another strong outing, Steve. He's one of these young riders that really has made a visible improvement this weekend.
Yeah, a lot of people said he moved from the Super Team class too early, but he really has taken to the 450 saddle very well. And I don't think it'll be too long before we start seeing him in the top 3. There's Connor Tagg. He was second in the championship, but I think he may lose that to Jake Dixon, because at the front here, this is the battle we want to see. James Folkard, 43, championship leader. Jake Dixon in second, all over the back of him. And, well, I think just trying to weigh up where he's going to do the move.
Yes, he's stalking, isn't he, in a true stalky fashion. That is definitely on. Look at him there. It's a wonderful shot there as they run into the bottom of the mountain once again. And Jake Dixon really just nibbled a little piece of curb there. You don't want to be doing that even in the dry, but in the wet.
Yeah, stick to the black stuff, please, folks. These white lines, very slippery. The curbs, even worse. And the grass, well, you'll find out Sam Cox has already.
There we go, down through barn again. And once again, James Folkard, you can see the knee well out there, but he is a very, very tall young man indeed. And look at this, Jake Dixon just pulls out of the slipstream and alongside and round the outside. My goodness me, not leaving a vast room for manoeuvre there, Steve, but a beautifully thought out manoeuvre.
Well, it's almost as if he saw the last lap flag and thought, well, I'm going to leave it till right now. The curtains have opened and you're not ready for me. I'm coming around the outside of you, and it really does limit the chances now for Folkard to get back at him. There's shots of Jordan Hole, and oh, look at this, side by side, Robin, as they head into Park Corner. Yes. Folkard regains the lead, or does he?
Oh, yes, just by a squeak, my goodness me. He tried that in the early race and it didn't come off. He's done it in this one, and it has. So James Folkard back to the front as they come down through the gooseneck, and Dixie's lining him up on the inside, and he's through. Goodness me. They do leave each other a little bit of space, don't they? A very little bit.
A very, very brave move there from Jake Dixon. Nobody's done that so far in the 450s this weekend, and there really is no more overtaken manoeuvres left in this race, unless James Folkard wants to do a do-or-die into the hairpin, which I really do not advise.
Well, at this stage of the season, all sensible riders will have one part of their brain thinking championship points, championship points. There's absolutely zip for sitting by the side of the track watching the others.
Jake Dixon on the exit of the hairpin nearly throws it all away.
Oh, he's back on board though. Thank goodness this is the flag. I can't take much more of this. There he goes, a win for Jake Dixon. Yes, he said, it wasn't me that had a wobble just now. Nobody saw that, did they? Well, actually, we did, Jakey, but there, James Folkard, another second place for him, another good helping of championship points, Steve.
Yes, he moves up to second, and look how much it means to him. Jake Dixon ecstatic with the victory here. He knows that the championship is back on. And in third place, I can tell you that Connor Tagg has done himself a few favours also. Here he is, number 100, has finished in third position. Unfortunately, we lost Bradshaw and Jordan Hole, Robin.
Yep, they disappeared towards the end there, but Jake Dixon, another excellent win from James Folkard. Connor Tagg third, Sam Cox a good fourth after falling in the earlier race. Then Phil Canessa, Tom Streddle, the two Thackerys, Arnie Shelton, Blake Walls, and there we see our podium and a very happy Jake Dixon in the middle. And in the championship standings, well, James Folkard still leads those, but Jake Dixon is closing in. Connor Tagg still holding on to third place, but a good improvement by Jamie Thackeray into fourth from Blake Walls and Jordan Hole.
Well, Brad, you got your podium in race 1, but race 2, unfortunately, you've tasted the dust here at Cadwell Park. Tell us what happened.
Yeah, well, I was happy with the result I got in the first race here, so I thought, you know, get it again, and I was pushing a bit too hard and just lost the back, and yeah.
And you were in 3rd place at the time. I mean, you've had a good weekend, though, all in all, and the main thing is you're OK.
Yeah, I'm fine, and I had a great weekend, so I'm very happy about that.
And a big thanks to Ian and Myra, etc.
Yeah, thanks, yeah.
Well done, Brad. Commiserations on your fall, but good to see you up and smiling, and hope to have you on our grids again soon.
Yeah, thank you. See ya.
3rd place in that race, Connor Tagg. A very tricky weekend. Conditions have been not favourable, but what's your synopsis on the weekend? I mean, are you happy with the points?
Yeah, I'm happy with the points because I bring it home, really. Just trying to bring all the points home, really.
And hoping for a dry weekend at Mallory, or are you not too phased?
I'm not really too bothered which it is, but I just like it and be one or the other.
And anyone to thank at all, Connor?
Yeah, Nitro, PP Construction, in Newton and Myra, and Bernadette and Dave, and all the Thundersport.
Well done to you, Connor. We'll see you at the next round.
Thank you.
2nd position in both races today, James Folkard. Unlike you to have to play second fiddle this weekend, not the best weekend you've had, but at the same time, you're still championship leader.
Yeah, of course, yeah. It was a good day. Jake was riding brilliant. I basically couldn't do nothing about it. He was tagging me. He was sort of trying to beat me at my own game, you know. He's tagging me so he knew where he could be a bit quick and stuff like that. But no, fair play. Seconds are brilliant, obviously. Points of prizes and all that sort of stuff. So, yeah, but looking forward to Mallory now.
And thanks to Minot Pavlo, all the sponsors and personnel.
Of course, yeah, mum and dad, my girlfriend as well. She didn't really want to be here for most of the weekend with the rain and all that, but support's brilliant. And obviously Minot Pavlo, they're a brilliant sponsor. Unfortunately, none of them are here this weekend. I don't blame them either for the rain, but Minot Pavlo, solicitor's brilliant. Thank you.
Well, good to see you still upbeat, and we'll see you at the next one.
Yeah, of course. Cheers, man.
Winner of that race, a very upbeat Jake Dixon. 4 out of 4 for you, and you're back in the championship hunt. You must be very happy.
Yeah, I'm very happy to be back in the hunt. There's not much that could have gone better. I wish it was a bit dry so I could have race Folkard in the dry as well, just to see what he was like in the dry as well.
In that last race, Folkard was leading. At what point did you think, I'm going to have him?
Well, I was weighing him up for quite a few laps, and I thought I see him where he was slower and where I was quicker. But where I passed him, I didn't think I'd be able to pass him because I couldn't get the traction out of the corner, so...
And I know they're taking the mick behind you, but anyone to thank at all, Jake?
Yeah, just like to thank Buttons and my dad for setting up the suspension this weekend. It's been brilliant, so yeah, cheers to them.
Great stuff from the Aprilia 450s from Steve Day and from myself, Robin Murphy. Well, we'll be back with you with more great action in a couple of weeks from Mallory Park.